According to statistics, roughly 80 billion garments are manufactured annually worldwide. Studies conducted by environmental organizations at the end of 2012 showed of the samples collected, 60% of the garments contain toxic chemicals. Let's take a look at the hidden danger behind the clothing we wear.
Each year, consumers worldwide spend over $1 trillion on clothes and shoes, which has given rise to an empire of global fashion.
好搭吧，还有流行啊。
应该是当地最流行的。
那你会看它产地是从哪里来的吗？
不会耶，会看好看就好。
As we buy into the latest trends, has it ever occurred to you that the clothes we purchase contain possible toxic chemical substances that will come into direct contact with our bodies?
There are many hazardous substances that are used within textile production. It's not a question of one pollutant, it's a question of a great many, and the cocktail of pollution that creates, which are particularly persistent in the environment. They don't break down in the environment.
Behind each garment lies the horrific truth that hazardous chemicals are often left as unwanted residues from the manufacturing process and include cancer-causing aromatic amines, nonylphenol and plasticizers that break down to form hormone-disrupting or even cancer-causing chemicals. And studies by environmental organizations show that toxic residues on clothing is a problem not to be underestimated.
Of the 20 brands and the 141 garments we tested, 63% contain nonylphenol residues. And it was also discovered that garments with plastic coating contain a high percentage of plasticizer residue, as high as 37%.
And in Shanghai, China, a national investigation was conducted on school uniforms prior to the start of the school year, and it was discovered that the use of azo dyes lead to cancer-causing amines.
Those who have frequent contact with benzidine are more prone to bladder cancer.
我原来是烘干工，现在是包装工了。
就这个每天身上都会有黑色吗？
现在有时间没有这么脏，有时间有一点。
As the textile industry gets more and more globalized, the amount of pollution created from its manufacturing stretches far beyond borders, affecting people across the globe.
它这眼睛是黑的，嘴巴露出来的，别的地方都是红红的、黑黑的、黄黄的。
From this footage taken by an environmental organization, it is clear that the industry's pollution is endangering our ecological environment, especially along the coastal areas of mainland China, where toxic dyes and other pollutants end up in the waterways.
In a water quality survey, we discovered over 20 chemical substances, most of which are highly toxic.
But the problem of pollution within the textile industry is a very broad and complicated one. It uses a lot of water, a lot of chemicals, and produces a lot of environmental impact as a result.
When these chemicals are released into the environment, they can break down and develop hormone-disrupting properties, which interfere with animal endocrine and reproductive systems, and also reduce male reproductive ability.
It's these types of chemicals, the persistent and very toxic chemicals, and they have the ability to interfere with hormone systems, both in the aquatic environment for fish and other animals, but also ultimately through human exposure in the environment.
Approximately 7,000 kinds of chemical substances are used in textile manufacturing, and when the latest trends become last season, who can guarantee that our clothes are problem-free?